Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Kneehill Scoop. My name is Christine. I am your host today. And here's what's going on in the county. It is June 26th. I hope you all enjoyed the rain that we had last week. Wasn't that glorious? I was actually noticing as I drove to town today how beautiful and green everything was. And, you know, it's like I always say, nothing a quick 3 inches of rain won't fix. So here's hoping there's more where that came from. Speaking of green things, our first round of roadside mowing was completed on June 25th. This was implemented first in 2023. We went from doing 1 pass to 2 passes, kind of June and August-ish. And the point of doing this in the ditches is to help remove some of those noxious weeds, some of those stubborn weeds. This is where you come in. We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on our roadside mowing program? So we do have a short survey. It's on our website, and I believe there's a link on social media, and it will be in the newspaper as well. So we just ask that you head to that survey, fill it out, let us know what you think of the program. You know, if you do rely on ditch grass for hay bales, just any thoughts you might have. So we would really appreciate if you take a moment to fill that out. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who came out to our ratepayer nights. They were, as usual, a great time had by all. We were in Huxley on June 12th, and we had about 70 ratepayers come out to that one. And then at Horseshoe Canyon, that was June 19th, and miraculously, it wasn't raining, and it wasn't even that windy. It actually turned out to be a pretty nice night. So we had about 50 ratepayers come out to that one. It was great. We had some good discussion, had some delicious supper, got to give away some swag and some prizes. So look for these coming back in 2026. Where they're going to be is anybody's guess, but we will determine that kind of closer to the date. So just stay tuned for more. So I just briefly wanted to talk a little bit about bulk fills and increased water demand. So when there's like a big draw of water, which could happen during seeding or spraying, if it's a big enough draw and it causes a low water level in the reservoir, the bulk station will automatically shut down to allow the reservoir to recover to normal operating levels. And this can take several hours depending on like flow rates and ongoing demand from the rest of the system that rely on the reservoir. We do have a notification system in place. It's called Notify Me. So you can go on the website. There's links there. I'll put a link on our podcast page. You can go and sign up to be notified via text or email, whichever you prefer. And then as soon as we know that one of our bulk stations is down, we can send you a text and let you know so you're not wasting a trip and you can head to a different bulk station in the county. And Notify Me is not just for bulk fills. You can also sign up to receive water notices about our transfer sites, fire ban changes, and as I spoke before about roadside mowing, you can sign up to be notified when the mowing is moving around the county. And you can also just sign up to be notified of our general announcements. So there's lots there. Again, I will put that link on our podcast page. And it's really easy to sign up. You can choose either email or text, and then just wait until we send you the word, I guess. So you may have heard the term economic development before, but what does it mean? Here to tell us all about it, we have Wendy Gerbrandt, the Manager of Economic Development, and Jenna Kester, our Economic Development Officer. So welcome, ladies.
Hey, good morning.
And thank you for joining me today. So can you tell us, what is economic development?
That is a great question, and it's a very simple answer. So economic development means helping a community or region grow and become a better place to live and work. It's about creating more jobs, helping businesses do well, and making sure people have what they need, like good roads, internet, and places to shop or work. So people who work in economic development, like Wendy and I, we help local businesses stay open and grow, bring new businesses to town, support farmers, stores, and workers, and attract visitors and tourists. And we also make the community a great place for families. So the overall goal in our job is to help everyone in the community have more opportunities and a better life.
That sounds like a very essential part of any good community, for sure.
It is.
So what are the main goals of Kneehill County's economic development strategy this year?
Kneehill County approved the 3-year economic development plan, and within that plan, they established some of the following priorities. So it's to build leadership capacity, strengthen existing businesses, enhance Kneehill County's investment readiness, and elevate Kneehill County's brand. And through the 2025 budget process, we established some key initiatives to align with those priorities. So, for example, we'll be building capacity by providing internal and external stakeholders with access to things like economic development training, which will teach them on how to support the local economy, to identify, plan, and implement projects to help our communities grow and succeed. Building capacity also means providing to and connecting entrepreneurs and workforce to training programs. So that could be things to upskill their workforce, but it could also be to help strengthen their business. We're strengthening business through initiatives such as one-on-one visitations, and we did that through our Business Retention Expansion Workforce Development Project, the BROOT. Many of you may have heard about that. These initiatives allow us to identify challenges and opportunities to help our local businesses stay strong, resilient, and to expand. We will foster youth entrepreneurial programs to encourage youth to consider entrepreneurship as a means to grow Kneehill County's economy. The more people and businesses we support, the more people that will stay, live, and come to the county and communities within. We're enhancing the county's investment readiness by updating our competitive land analysis, community and sector profiles that will show the key information about our local economy, workforce, our demographics, our land availability, infrastructure, and more. And this information also helps potential investors, developers, and businesses make informed decisions about starting up or expanding a business operation in Kneehill County. Lastly, we're elevating the county's brand by developing a marketing plan. This will focus on creating an economic development website for investment attraction, showcase local amenities and events, and connect businesses to programs and supports. And it will also highlight and promote our local businesses and to have a variety of statistical data and information available to businesses and investors.
Those are some good goals. Those are going to keep you gals busy this year, I think. So how does economic development support existing businesses in the region?
So economic developers are basically connectors. Through business visits and advisory services, we connect businesses to programs and supports to help them start, expand, and stabilize their business. We assist businesses in identifying expansion opportunities, retain and attract workforce, and promoting what their business has to offer.
That's awesome. So if there's like a business that kind of wants to get in contact with you and maybe get some assistance, they just call the office, or how does that work?
Yeah, they would just call us directly. They can speak to myself or Jenna, and we would just have a fairly candid conversation just to find out what their struggles and their challenges are, or what they're looking at starting.
Right.
And then we can help them do some background resource investigation and then connect them to those supports.
And so do they have to be in Kneehill County, or is that like it's a regional situation? Yeah.
So it would be a situation where if they wanted to start a business in Kneehill County, then we would be that connector.
Okay. Gotcha. So what metrics or indicators do you use to measure success in economic development?
So measuring economic development success of an area involves analyzing a mix of statistical data. We also measure it through our project outcomes and our outreach. So we'll be looking at statistical data through unemployment rates, number of businesses, the population, value of investments, quality of life, vacancy rates, and many other factors that demonstrate the health of a community. Through project outcomes, we'll measure things like partnerships, amount invested by various stakeholders, so those leverage dollars that get invested to projects, number of businesses supported, number of investment inquiries received, and number of jobs created, and many more. Each project we implement has specific outcomes related to that project, and if we leverage grants, we also have to align those outcomes to meet the funding program requirements. We also indirectly measure economic development activity through changes in property values and tax base, and we'll focus on the state of infrastructure and broadband, access to affordable housing, and the amount of public or private investment into the community. These indicators give a well-rounded picture of how our community is progressing and where adjustments or extra support may be needed.
How long does it take for economic development growth to be measured?
That's a great question. So economic development is long-term. So while we can monitor and measure through some of those indicators that I just discussed, we also won't see or are really truly accurately be able to measure the actual impacts for years to come.
It's a long game.
It's a long game. And so that's why we like those short-term indicators that we use, like when we do business retention and expansion supports, measuring how many people did we serve or how many people did we help, how much dollars have we leveraged on different projects. Those things we can put tangible, immediate numbers to them. But some of the long-term growth, they do take years to monitor.
Right. Yeah.
But even the BRNE program too, with helping businesses, that can be 3 to 5 years. So even though it's quicker than other things, it's still not, you aren't going to see it tomorrow.
Right. The BRNE.
Business retention and expansion.
Oh,
yes.
thank you.
Basically helping businesses stay afloat, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And are there specific industries or sectors that you're targeting for growth?
Right. So this year, through the competitive land analysis and the sector profile projects, we are currently examining how Kneehill County is best positioned against other regions to attract investment, to support business growth, and to meet development needs. Given Kneehill County's strength in agriculture, our people, and natural assets, we are investigating sectors such as agricultural production, agricultural support services, ag manufacturing and value-add processing, warehousing and logistics, and tourism.
And what recent trends are we seeing in business development or population movement in Kneehill County?
So the population here has been fairly steady over the last 20 years. In 2006, we were at 5,218, and now, as our last data poll, we're at 5,279. So we did see just a small increase. The county has a current population that is slightly older than Alberta, with a smaller working age population, which is that age group between 15 to 64, but more retirement age individuals, ages 65 plus. The unemployment rate in the county is exceptionally low, suggesting almost every resident looking for work is finding employment. The most common places of work for residents are Three Hills, Linden, Trochu, and Drumheller. Each of these communities sees over 100 county commuters on a consistent basis. The most common industries of employment for the area are healthcare, social assistance, agriculture, and retail trade. The county's business counts consists of approximately 100 businesses, ranging from 1 to 49 employees and over 500 farms. So we're basically comprised of smaller size businesses, small to medium sized businesses. And more of this information will be available as we complete our land analysis and our sector profiles, and we incorporate them with the use of our new data portal on the new economic development website to be launched this fall.
So let's talk a bit about the Brood Initiative. What is the Brood program and how does it support local businesses?
So Brood stands for Business Retention and Expansion and Workforce Development. And it is a program that evaluates the current state of businesses and creates a strong business environment by providing businesses the support they need to grow and succeed. Our department reached to 100 businesses to take the Brood survey in hopes of gathering important feedback to address the challenges and opportunities our area is facing. And we are also so happy to have council's help in promoting the survey. And you guys probably all saw the council members around the area promoting Brood.
So how are businesses selected for the Brood interviews or consultations?
We targeted all businesses in the county, really, whether they were farms, manufacturers, retail, and or tourism operators, and many more. We were also able to consult with residents that not only lived in the county, but owned a business in the towns and villages, such as Three Hills or Trochu. Some of these businesses were recommended to us through word of mouth, our own personal knowledge, or by touring the county to see who is actually in our backyard.
And what kind of concerns or challenges have businesses shared through the Brood process?
So hiring skilled workers definitely came at the top of the list. It remains a challenge in the area, and especially for seasonal roles too, like a lot of our farmers and producers. And there is a high satisfaction with the local business climate, but improvements in roads, broadband, and retail diversity are top priorities as well. And many businesses also face barriers like financing and land access. Our community and regional Brood reports will be ready for release this summer, so we can't wait to share that with everyone.
So that'll be on the county website, or will it be on your website?
The county website.
The county one. Okay. And our social media and stuff like that. Okay. Awesome. So look for that coming this summer. And how does the county act on feedback received through the Brood Initiative?
So with the analyzed data from the survey, projects to address the themes and opportunities have been identified. We have already had 2 task force retreats to bring together stakeholders and subject matter experts from the area on the challenges and opportunities that were recognized and how to tackle them. These projects will be worked on over the next 3 years. We will also be utilizing the information to inform our economic development plan and to adjust our strategies going forward.
And can you give examples of any changes, programs, or improvements that have come directly from Brood Insights?
Yeah, sure. So some of the broad potential initiatives we are exploring are entrepreneur and workforce development training, workforce retention and attraction, supply chain challenges, and marketing.
And are we collaborating with regional partners or educational institutions for the workforce development component?
We are. We have so many supportive partners we are honored to work with, such as our post-secondary institutes, Golden Hills School Division, business support networks such as Kneehill Adult Learning Society, or better known as CALS, Community Futures, and the Rural Business Support Network. Also, MH Enterprises, and so many more. We will be expanding the outreach as the projects are finalized to identify all the necessary stakeholders.
So good to see everybody kind of working together on a common goal, right?
It is. It's the best.
So what supports are available to new or prospective businesses in Kneehill County?
Right now, there are so many wonderful supports we have in our region, and I'll go through a few of them. The first one is the Regional Business Support Network. And this is a free business advisory service that is designed to help a business navigate challenges and seize opportunities at every stage. What is especially great about the RBSN is they offer professional produced video content to showcase your brand, products, and services. There's also Community Futures. They are dedicated to supporting local business owners with a wide range of services and programs, such as business loans, training programs, business coaching, creating a business plan, succession planning, and also selling your business. The team at MH Enterprises will work alongside an employer to accomplish any training and employment goals a business may have, such as youth employment, skills and strategies, labor market information, and much more. There is also CALS, Kneehill Adult Learning and Newcomer Services, and they are a nonprofit organization right here in Three Hills, dedicated to lifelong learning and settlement support. They offer adult literacy services, community support, and newcomer resources to those who are new to Canada and Kneehill County. There is also the Three Hills and District Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber actively promotes the interests of its members, helps the local economy flourish, and offers many benefits to its members through the Alberta Chambers of Commerce.
That's so cool. I didn't realize that there were so many out there. So if people wanted to kind of access this, is there a one-stop shop they can go to find all this information? Is that on our website?
That is on our website, yes.
Okay.
And then once we develop our economic development website, it will all be there too, kind of in a one-stop shop.
Oh, awesome. And that is coming out
this fall. So we're just through the development and content stages right now.
Excellent, excellent. So how does the county help connect entrepreneurs with grants, funding, or training opportunities?
The Economic Development Department is available anytime to meet with entrepreneurs and businesses. We are available to meet you at the county office, or we can also come to you. And we love going out and to everyone's place of business and just checking in with them. And we act as a bridge to guide and connect businesses to government programs, funding agencies, and the local business community. We stay informed on grant opportunities and can assist businesses in reviewing their applications. We build partnerships with those who deliver entrepreneur and workforce training programs to support continued growth and development. We support and promote networking events and workshops, and soon we'll be exploring engagement opportunities through various initiatives. Businesses can also follow the county's social media channels, where we will release information on programs and funding as we receive them. You can also contact us directly through telephone or email, and we can do a search on potential programs to suit your needs.
Do we offer any promotional support for local businesses like business directory, feature spotlights, tourism tie-ins, that kind of thing?
Yes, we sure do. Currently on the Kneehill County website under the Doing Business tab, we have a number of pages there showcasing the business directory, which is currently being refreshed, the Kneehill Regional Recreation Directory, and the Rural Business Support Network, also known as RBSN, offering a promotional video and marketing advisory to help businesses promote themselves. And we are also in the works of building a new economic development website so that these offerings and support services can be housed in one location and easily navigated.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's a lot of information on our county website, so having like your own dedicated one is definitely going to make a difference. And I will be putting those links to those pages right on our podcast page, so you can just go there and check them out. So let's talk a bit about partnerships and promotion. How does economic development collaborate with tourism, agriculture, or municipal planning?
So economic development doesn't succeed without partners and collaboration. On the tourism side, we promote our local assets, look to invest in infrastructure to improve amenities for both residents and tourists. We provide business support by linking them to funding access, training and expansion opportunities, and we also data share to plan for workforce needs, marketing strategies, and service improvements. With agriculture, we look into agribusiness development to diversify farm income and create jobs. We help farmers and ag producers apply for funding, connect to new markets and export programs, and we also work with the planning department to protect ag land and enable compatible economic uses. We will partner with Parks and Ag on initiatives for Horseshoe Canyon as an example, and succession planning to ensure our agricultural assets remain strong. When it comes to municipal planning, we ensure zoning, land use bylaws, and infrastructure development align with our economic goals to expand and attract businesses. We also collaborate on site development, utilities, and permitting to be investment ready.
You're just all working together for some growth in Kneehill.
Yes.
Yeah. Are there upcoming campaigns, trade shows, or events featuring Kneehill businesses?
One event we're really excited about is the 2025 Prairie to Badland dinner series. We have partnered with Travel Drumheller on this pilot culinary and agritourism event that will highlight the people, places, and flavors that make this region so special. 2 nights in September are set at the beautiful Trochu Arboretum and will feature local chefs, meats, produce, and baked goods, and even signature cocktails. We will share updates over the coming months, including behind-the-scene look at our vendors, sneak peeks of the menu, and special guest stories. Over the summer, we will also address and review other potential projects through Brood, our own strategy, the Explore Kneehill, and Travel Drumheller.
I hadn't heard of that before, the 2025 Prairie to Badlands dinner series. And is that similar to what you did last year at the Arboretum?
No, that was different. That was the Open Farm Days market at the Arboretum,
Okay.
which is also happening this year again on August 16th. So they'll have a market there as well. But this is totally separate, same location, but it will be great to see all the different features around the county that we have. We can't wait for that.
And that dinner event, too, is really to drive collaboration amongst our industry partners and to look at that ability to create that as a long-term initiative that is supported by industry and driven by industry.
Right.
And it's really happy to see all the work that Jenna and the Travel Drumheller team has done, and the event is actually sold out.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, both nights are.
Wow.
It was a hot commodity.
Yeah, apparently. Those tickets went fast.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news. Let's talk a bit about community engagement. Can you tell us more about the new regional recreation guide, which looks amazing, by the way? Can you tell us how it came together and what it offers residents and visitors?
Sure. Through the Kneehill Regional Partnership, which is a collaboration of the county, towns, and villages within, we brought forth a one-stop guide to all of the assets we have in Kneehill County. The regional directory features our aquatic activities, golf courses, accommodations, camping spots, community centers, arenas, and curling rinks. We also show the local libraries, baseball diamonds, soccer fields, and tourism hotspots that make our area so worthwhile to live, work, and play.
And that's not just the county, right? That's all the towns and villages within. And
Everything everybody has to offer. And there's so much that the book is chock full with everything fun.
Yeah, there's an incredible amount in there that you should definitely check out. And how does the recreation guide tie into our broader economic development goals, such as attracting new families and supporting local tourism?
There are several ways, like attracting new families, the quality of life promotion, youth and family programming, and community engagement. This in turn can attract workforce, investment, and seasonal economic activity. In short, the regional directory isn't just a listing, it's a tool to market our community's lifestyle, generate local economic activity, and support population and business growth. In fact, these assets will be shared with Travel Drumheller as they explore initiatives through sports and business tourism.
So then what are the top priorities for the Economic Development Department in the next 6 to 12 months?
So we have many things. It's been a busy year thus far, but mostly our focus will be on working on business retention and expansion projects found from the Brood Survey, building our sector profiles and the community profile that helps increase our investment readiness, as does the competitive land analysis to help us identify areas that we can develop and, again, create that opportunity for business expansion and investment to come to the county. It's also looking at the Horseshoe Canyon Area Structure Plan, the Horseshoe Canyon Interpretive Center and Feasibility Study, creating the Economic Development website, branding, data portal, and a newsletter to accompany that. Continuing to promote and connect businesses to the programs and services, and the Economic Growth Forum, which is an initiative through the Brood Project, and that will be happening in spring of 2026.
Oh, excellent. Something to look forward to. So I did kind of jump the gun on this earlier, but what are the new tools, platforms, or programs being developed to enhance business support?
Well, stay tuned for our new economic development website. And within there, you'll see the data portal, which is something that we haven't had before. So giving entrepreneurs and businesses, a data snapshot of what's happening within Kneehill County. The newsletter is also going to be a new communication channel so that we can connect directly with our businesses and other people that are interested in following what's happening in Kneehill County on that economic development side.
And the data portal, is that going to be similar to kind of the information you gave us earlier, the demographics, all that kind of information?
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that kind of information in there. It will also have linkages to some mapping. So we're going to have some new mapping in there. Like it's going to be very storytelling, a lot of storytelling through data and the assets within Kneehill County.
So how can residents, business owners, or council members better support the work of economic development?
So one of the main things that council does to better support economic development is, one, the adoption of the plan. That was a big, tremendous support for Kneehill County because it gave us that direction and that ability to pursue those economic development opportunities. And then along with that, how council supports us is providing the access to the resources. So making sure that there's a budget that aligns with the plan as well. And I think they've done a really great job of stewarding that. And in terms of our business owners, it's reaching out and connecting and having the conversation. And the more that we can learn about and engage with our business owners, the better we're able to not just support the business owner, but it also helps reach the economic development goals within Kneehill County. When our local businesses thrive, it means we're fulfilling our mission in economic development.
No, that's amazing. There are so many exciting things happening in your guys' department, and I'm so thankful that you came to talk to us about it today. Any business owners, anybody that needs support, we really encourage you to just contact the ECDev ladies here. The number at the office is 403-443-5541. And, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Is there anything else you guys want to chat about?
I think we said it all.
We covered it all?
We got it all. Yeah, we just look forward to connecting with all the businesses in the county that we can. Call us directly. We're happy to schedule a visitation. And, we look forward to meeting more here throughout the coming year.
Excellent.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Oh, I just want to remind you before I go, if you have any questions for the podcast, we do have a form on our website. It's on the podcast page, or you can email podcast@kneehillcounty.com. If you have any questions that you would like answered by any of our experts, please feel free to send them on in. Stay tuned for the next episode of Kneehill Scoop, and we'll talk to you then.
In audio.